On tap, 16-point Imperial IPA.
Better beer authority, better beer.
Hi, I'm Andrew Lewandowski, and this is your Better Beer Authority. Today, we're going to be drinking 16-point Imperial IPA from the Devil's Backbone Brewing Company out of Lexington, Virginia. Devil's Backbone first started in 2008 as a brew pub in Roseland, Virginia called the Base Camp. In 2012, they built a separate brew house in Lexington called the Outpost and are currently working on an 18,000 square foot expansion. Devil's Backbone has made quite a name for themselves nationally after winning 6 beer awards at last year's Great American Beer Festival and also taking the award for Small Brewing Company of the Year. In only 5 years, they've won an impressive 23 medals and 2 Brewer of the Year awards from GABF. 16 Point is an Imperial IPA that clocks in at 9.1% ABV. The hops used weren't advertised, but after contacting them, they personally filled me in on the hops they used and said that 16 Point includes all traditional Northwest U.S. hops, such as Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe, and Columbus. It's a limited release and is available on draft or in 4 packs of 12-ounce bottles. It currently has an 84 on Beer Advocate and an 87 on Rate Beer. This was bottled on January 21st, and we're filming this review on February 8th, so we're having this incredibly fresh. Let's see what the panel think. Richard, what can you tell me on the aroma and the appearance on this beer?
The appearance is gorgeous. It's a nice, rich, golden color. You know, you can't really see through it, but it's still pretty clear beer. It's not haziness. The aroma, it's getting a lot of tropical fruit in this. Some mango, some peach, maybe nectarine.
Okay.
It's also getting some mustiness too. And yeah, so the aroma, the appearance are both really good.
Awesome, awesome. Now, Brian, we would probably pretty much consider you our IPA guy here. Is this beer hoppy enough for you?
It is. You can stereotype me as an IPA guy, and that's fine. With this beer, it's going to keep me right in that wheelhouse. Enjoy it. I'm getting, you know, there is some sweetness at the beginning, but there's that hoppy bitterness that's flowing right through, and so yes, I'm enjoying it.
Excellent. All right. Now, David, kind of going with what Richard was talking about with that aroma, I mean, are you getting a lot of similarities in the taste?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm getting a lot of mango, passion fruit, just those big tropical fruits that, you know, there's a lot of hops that are citrusy and piney, and then whatever hops and whatever beer this is, just getting a lot of those nice tropical fruits, and you know, it's just a really pleasant taste. I'm also getting a bit of alcohol, but not kind of that burning alcohol. Okay. More like that warming feeling. So you put together that nice warming feeling with the tropical fruits, and it's just a really nice beer.
Now, with that warming feeling, I mean, what would you say, if you had to guess right now, what would you guess kind of ABV-wise?
I'm going 9.5 maybe.
You are pretty damn close. I'm not going to say, but you're right there. All right.
I'm going 9.7.
Wrong! Now, Richard, give me your rating on this. And I know you guys were thinking you had some similarities, what you guys thought this was. Give me a guess if you want.
My rating is a 7, and I was really conflicted between 7 and 8. Okay. I guess the 8 you would recommend it to other people, which I would recommend this, but I think there's a couple other beers in the style that I would recommend beforehand. Okay. I mean, I think it's, I haven't had it yet, but I'm wondering if it's the new Devil's Backbone 16 Point. Okay. That's my guess. I do like this beer a lot, and you know, I would definitely buy a bottle, and you know, definitely order it in a restaurant.
Awesome, awesome. What about you, Brian? What's your rating on this?
I give it an 8, and I understand the BBA rating scale, but if I can have one beer, my wife says you can only have one. Okay. We're out to having dinner. I'm going to order something like this because it does provide that hot punch. And again, if it's one, I'm going to go to it because it's satisfying me from an alcohol standpoint and from a taste, from being a hophead. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that.
Awesome, awesome. How do you feel about this one, David?
I'm going 8. I would definitely recommend this. I would pick this in a restaurant. You know, I would buy a 4 or 6 pack or a 12 pack, however they package this here. So I would easily go with an 8. You know, I just did that simulcast with 6 Point and the high res, and this reminds me a lot of the high res. You know, it's a nice clean beer to look at. I get those mango tropical fruits, but that was 11.1, so I don't think it's that. Okay. But it's kind of similar. It's kind of dialed back a little bit just because that 11.1 is packs a punch, and this is
Sure.
around 9.5, so it still packs a punch, but doesn't like kink you in the donkey like the other one.
Right. No, absolutely. All right. So I will tell you, it's 9.1,
Okay.
and I will give Richard a massive gold star because you guys are having 16 points.
Nice.
Where's his crown?
It sold out so fast in the area.
Yeah, I have to give props. My wife is behind the scenes. I made her leave work and go to Norm's and pick this up.
That's a really cool
Yeah.
labeling they did.
Oh, the
too,
label is fantastic.
which is a lot different from most of theirs.
Yeah.
Right. No, I really wanted this because I wanted to get a Devil's Backbone beer.
Yeah.
And as soon as I heard about this one, I really kind of wanted to, give this one a shot. I know we tried to do a beer when we did Kilt Flasher.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the quality of it just wasn't up to par. So the quality of the video, not the beer itself. So I definitely wanted to give them their due on this. I'm glad you guys really, really enjoyed it like that because as soon as I cracked the first one open, I really, really liked it. Like I said, now Devil's Backbone. I mean, it's a local one for us, and obviously they've been making a big name for themselves. Obviously, winning awards left and right at Great American Beer Festival. Do you guys think this would take home a medal?
Yeah, I don't see why not. The double IPA category is such a broad category. There's so much
Really?
you can do with hops for it. So I guess, I don't know what the judges look for. I'm not the BJC, whatever the hell the rest of the letters are.
Sure.
But, it depends who's judging it. Are you looking for that big, hoppy, piney, citrusy, or, the way they're using hops? It's kind of there's just so many hops out there, and there's so many different ways to use hops, and it's a great time to kind of just get a bunch of double IPAs and say, wow, you got citrus, pine, grapefruit, mango,
Right.
and yeah, I mean, these guys know what they're doing.
One thing, I know there's some double IPAs that are just way too malty for me where,
Sure.
brewers to boost the alcohol add more sugars and malts, and to me, I like more hop forward beers. With double IPAs and IPAs, so to me I don't like the strong malty finish, and I'm not getting the maltiness in this beer that turns me off on some of these beers in the style.
Okay.
So this is a really well made beer, and I'm really happy to try it, and I didn't have to buy it.
Glad to help. Now with this, because I went down to the Devil's Backbone back in November. I mean, besides this and their 8-point IPA, I mean, they really don't have that many hop forward beers like this. I mean, after having this, and I mean, I really enjoy 8-point. It's a good kind of sessionable one. I mean, it's one I could have almost any time of year. After having this and having 8-point, I mean, do you guys think they should start maybe making more hop forward beers?
Yes.
Well, you will have them any day of the week
yeah.
anyway, but I mean, after having this, I mean, they don't have too many of them, but would you recommend, I mean, have them try to do something different, more pale ale or anything like that? What do you think?
Absolutely. As far as Devil's Backbone, their, what their mission is, whether they, what their focus is, I don't know much about them, but I'm certainly, my palate's welcoming their hop aggressive styles if that's what they're open to, and I'd certainly, like I said, I'd recommend it. It's a top notch double IPA.
But the Vienna lager is just a solid lager.
Oh, that's
we had the Kilt Flasher, which is a good wee heavy, and we've had they have the Belgium IPA, I think.
Azrael?
Yeah,
I think it's the
is
Azrael,
that
right?
it?
That's
Azrael?
I don't know. That's not a Belgian IPA, but it's a Belgian style. I think it's just a Belgian style wheat.
Okay.
What?
It's Congo.
Oh,
no.
thanks, David.
Redo.
But now another one that David and I have had, we really like sours, and they've only had it at the brew house. They have a Vulcan, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like really, really nicely done. So I mean, like I said, I look forward to seeing more beers from them, bottled beers and whatnot, because right now it's very limited as far as seasonals and just a couple of standard issue, year-round beers.
Yeah. See, for me, I don't really. I mean, I love hoppy beers, but I don't really care if they make hoppy beers. Just make more beers and send them my way. I mean, these guys are fantastic brewers. They know what they're doing, and I'll try anything they put out. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's where I am with these guys.
Excellent.
Bring it on.
So 16-point Imperial IPA gets a 7.7 on the BBA scale. Have you had Devil's Backbone before? What do you think of this? Leave us a comment below. Also, be sure to check out our Facebook and Twitter pages. Again, my name is Andrew Lewandowski, and this is your Better Beer Authority.
Better Beer Authority. Better Beer Authority. Better Beer Authority.